So this morning when I was getting ready to go to work, Missy said, "Are you sure you want to ride your motorcycle?" And I said, looked and said, "Yeah." A lot of people think that you can't ride a motorcycle in the rain, that it's super dangerous because the roads are slick and everything. Mostly the slick factor only comes in when it first few minutes of rain, and then after it washes oil off the road, you're fine. The most dangerous part about riding in the rain isn't your bike sliding. The big problem with riding in the rain is that you're not as visible because there's reduced visibility due to the rain. But you can mitigate that by wearing bright clothes and things like that, and so that's why I made sure that my rain gear made me look like a highlighter. Also too, when you ride in the rain, if you're or any kind of inclement weather, if your helmet is fogging over, I did a video on how to keep your helmet from fogging over.
So these are 5 tips for riding in the rain. The first tip, I talked about it a little bit before, is to wear appropriate gear. It's not enough to just wear water resistant clothing. What you really need is waterproof. Something like a rain jacket, and having bright colors, as I mentioned before, really helps because it helps people to see you as well. And it's important to not just wear a rain coat, also wear rain pants and waterproof shoes. The second tip is for safety, and that is to ride smoother and smarter. So you don't want to make any quick inputs on the controls. You don't want to accelerate quickly or stop quickly. But something that goes along with that, actually the majority of motorcycle accidents in the rain are motorcycles rear-ending a car, and that is because people are so afraid that they're going to slide if they hit their brakes that they don't really use their brakes and they run into something. Obviously you don't want to stab the brakes, but you want to trust your brakes. Your brakes have a lot more stopping power and your tires have a lot more grip in the rain than you give them credit for. So obviously go slower and give yourself time to brake, but don't run into something because you're afraid to brake. So just take things a little bit smoother as you're slowing down and turning and all that, just for safety. And remember to take extra precautions around intersections. Intersections are always dangerous to motorcycles, but also intersections are where you're most likely to see standing oil. So just remember, rainbows are not your friends. Avoid the rainbows. Also too, I try to avoid them always, but especially when it's raining, you should avoid manhole covers or anything like that because the metal is going to be slick when it's wet. Also, if you're following behind some cars, you should pick a dry line, and where one of the tires of the car has already splashed the water off the road, you should follow that track, because where there's less water on the road, you're going to have more traction.
Also too, if you're riding in the rain, another thing that you can do is if your gloves aren't waterproof, is you can get some plastic gloves and put them on underneath your gloves to keep your hands from getting so cold. Oh, I just had a raindrop come inside my helmet. I'm not sure where my helmet's leaking, but it's leaking. That's okay. I should have my new helmet on Friday. Everybody at work thinks I'm crazy because I ride my motorcycle in the rain. But this will actually be the first time that I've ridden in the rain wearing rain gear. I had to speed up a little bit getting around that truck. I wasn't 100% sure that he saw me, so